What's up with y'all? It's Nick. I'm checking back in. I haven't made a video in a little while. That's why I'm making a video. I got the hat on because my hair is kind of crazy. If I didn't come do it right now, I probably wouldn't get the video done. This video, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what I got planned for 2018 and a couple highlights from 2017. My number one highlight from 2017 is I got invited by my mentor to go on a business retreat. This business retreat, they go every quarter. They go on a quarterly business retreat. Them and some other investors from the Atlanta area, they go down. They usually go all inclusive and go to different places and enjoy themselves and talk business. So this is my first time I've been working with them since like I think May, June, and they invited me to this one. It's close to my birthday and it was just perfect timing. So I got to go down there. We picked to go to Mexico. We got to go to Riviera Maya, Mexico. That was a amazing, beautiful place. All-inclusive resort. The food was real good. The resort name was like Dreams Puerto de Venturadas. Pardon my pronunciation. I need to work on that. I know. But so we were down there, all-inclusive, 4 nights, 5 days stay. It was a real beautiful place. Real relaxing. And I see why they do it, because when me getting started, it's a lot to process. I can't imagine how much stuff they gotta process, because it's like you gotta stay on top of contractors, you gotta beat down these contractors' backs, you gotta stay on top of your permits, you gotta stay on top of your tenants, X, Y, and Z. So I see why they need it. It's like 4 days they can just let a lot of that stuff go, and it was real good. I got to meet some of the investors from Atlanta. I actually met them before, but I just spent some more one-on-one time with the people from Atlanta. They're real cool. I got there's another dude. He's around my age. So me and him, we've been talking about wholesaling. That's a good connect. And I've also been talking to one of the other newer people from Atlanta, because my mentor and her brother, they're like the ones who are in charge, really. They're the ones who really have a lot of the houses. Like my mentor has like close to 100 houses, and her brother has close to 50 houses, and just himself. And he just, he has over 50 houses, and they're really booming. That's just on the residential one person per house thing. So that's kind of cool. It's not even kind of cool. That's real amazing. As a family thing, and they're really booming. But there's this other dude. He's a newer investor. Him and his wife, they have 4 properties together, and I hope to get there one day. And so me and him, we connected, and his wife is real cool. We actually did what is it called? Excursion, part of the hotel, and it was originally like $150. And she talking to him, negotiating with him, got it down to $150 per person. She got it down to like $55 a person. We're going in the mud, ATVs, zip lining into like a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cave, and then you got to go over top of the cave. They got you on the tight wire, so that was kind of dope. What was the other thing that we got to do? Yeah, you got to propel down, like with your hand on the side, propel down into the bottom of go down into the cave, and then they let you zip line, and you get to go into the cave water. The water was real warm. It had the fish that the fish that bite your feet to clean them. They had them fish in there, so that was cool. Really, really beautiful. And then me and the other young dude, me and him and his girl, we went with a couple of other people who were there. They weren't part of our group. A couple of other people who were there. We got to go real deep into the cave and see like the real beauty. It makes you feel real small, because this thing's so old. It's here before we got here. It's gonna be here way after we leave. And we got to do that, all that stuff. 4-wheelers, we're riding them on this trail. We're having fun. $55 a person. I was like, I see why you got 4 houses. Like, she is a master negotiator. And I also learned something. That's the main thing that I liked about it. We're having fun. You see my face light up. We having a blast, man. But we talk that business. We talking that, like my mentor's husband says, Big Dog, he says, we get that cheese. We talk that cheese. I'm talking about we go, everybody recovers from the night. We go, we have breakfast, morning, people still groggy. but we go in there, business meeting minutes, and we go in there, handle business, talk new business, talk what was expected of us. That was really, really, eye opening. To show that you can do this business stuff, and it doesn't have to be so dull and boring. I think that's why lots of people aren't interested in it, because us who are interested in this stuff, we see the value add, but I actually want to bring some more sauce to it. I actually wish I took video when I was down there. I'll bring some more sauce to it, because it's so dry. No one wants to, like, if they could see more like people doing stuff like that, I think more people would be interested, more younger people, because it looks so boring. Like, I'm going to make these sacrifices, not spend money, not go to the club, not do this, not do that, not to pull up on any shorties or anything like that. And I can't do, what I'm saying? Like, what's the benefit of it? You see the money, but like, do you really want to do that for some money? Lots of people going to say, no, they can see you can have fun and do this too. I think that's the missing piece. So every morning we were there, we sat down, we found an area, sat down, and we talked business. We talked that business. And then what I liked about it is, as a new dude, you get that energy where, like, I don't want to ask any stupid questions. You get to go pull this one person to the side. You get to add, after the meeting, after the big meeting, we all meet, it's like 10 of us. You get to pull the person to the side and say, hey, you was talking about this. Can I, can you, explain that a little bit more to me? I was able to do that and it helped me in my business today. I haven't been able to get the house, but I was sending out marketing materials. Because this one house we went to go see, remember, I think it's Live from the Trenches 3 or 4 to 1. It's like white walls, and it has like a real beat up hardwood floor. The two houses I was having a debate on, and I picked the one that I got, and I was happy. I was actually still looking to market to the other one, because a wholesaler was less than the other one, and the one in East Baltimore. So I was trying to, navigate my way, to see if I can get the house directly from the sellers. The wholesaler was, put a little bit too much money on it. And I was sending out marketing material to the person who was listed as the owner of the house. And through something that I learned at the business retreat called a skip trace, I found out that person was dead. So I was sending marketing materials, sending letters to a dead person. I was able to find supposedly their next of kin on this website. So that was actually good. I learned about a skip trace, and it might actually help me get another property. And I've been using that little bit of data, because there's another house across from the street, the house that I'm currently rehabbing, that has like boarded up windows, and I know the ARVs, and I was sending letters to him, and I found out that person's unfortunately had passed. It seems about like 2 or 3 years ago. So in my head, I think that's part of the reason why I might not be getting as much feedback, is because if someone passes, you're getting mail, you're thinking it's just junk mail. Like, this person unfortunately hasn't been here for a few years, like, you just junk mail, not even reading it. So it gives you a list of people, that they think might be related to them, and that I'm going to send letters out to those people. I already have, and hopefully I get some feedback on that. I'm sending letters out to those people, and now there's more chances of me. I sent it out to like the closest 3 or 4 people to the registered owner. It gives degrees of how close they believe they're related. Like, they think it's their wife or their husband, and it'll have them first, and then it'll have some, like, their kids, someone who they believe is their kid. The kids will be next. So I sent out letters to all of them. The holiday, New Year's, might have messed that up, but because it's the second day of the year, and that might be good. That might be an upsell. That might be a good play. I might have, if I get one house using this method, that trip was worth its weight in gold, because one house producing constant cash flow for the next 20, 30 years, that just from going to that, I would have never learned that. I'm not gonna say I would have never learned that, but I learned that now because I was there. And I was having a good time and really got business benefits right back to me. So that's the highlight of 2017 right there. I went from the 7th through the 11th. My birthday is December 17th. So that was like, to me, that was my birthday present. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in Mexico, beautiful place, all you can eat food. I got to go out there. They had a little dance floor. The one night I was the DJ. They were playing like all this local type music. I put on some Future. I turned it up a little bit. So that was like my birthday present right there. And I got to get hopefully, lifelong business connections, so that was good. Then the downside, when I was out there, one of the downsides of 2017, when I was out there, I lost about 2 weeks on my job. 2 weeks. 2 weeks of work. Mind you, like I got paid the electric bill, paid the water bill. So 2 weeks to me, to my mentor and them, they got a little bit more cash flow coming in. They could probably swallow that. 2 weeks, I lost 2 weeks. I told the dude, I wanted to honestly see if he was trustworthy a little bit, test his metal, and I told him like, look, man, because he needed to pull the permits for me to be able to pay. Our draw, we took out an extra $500 out of the draw, what he's supposed to get. Say, hey, you didn't pull the permits. Until you pull the permits, you can't get his last 500. So I let him know before I went, if you don't have these permits by Wednesday, you can't get paid till like to the 12th or the 13th, because I will not be in town. And he was like, okay, He went and showed me the permits, and bam. Mind you, he wasn't there for those like a day or two. I lost a couple day or two. He wasn't there that whole week. That whole week he wasn't there. I had somebody roll past there. I had my girl roll past there and go check out the property for me. And she went and did, and she said nobody's here. So through the Google Voice app, because I didn't turn on my phone, I didn't want to deal with the messages or anything. My phone bill be $1,000, anything like that. So on the Wi-Fi through Google Voice, I text messaged him like, "Hey, nobody was there," and he actually texted me back like, "Oh, I'm out ordering drywall." So I actually know if nobody was there, but that let me know that nobody was there. And then from dealing with that, he was ordering his drywall for like a week. And then like it was another couple days for where nobody was there. So I lost almost 2 weeks on the job. But now, them last 2 weeks of the year, my job shuts down. So them 2 weeks, I didn't let him know that. Them 2 weeks I was there every day, calling him 9 o'clock. Where are you at? Who's working today? Where are the fellas at? Are they there? And now I'm keeping it up because I was able to actually go check every day because I was off of work, but he didn't know that. So I just let him know, man, we can't. I played it off of the way like we can't lose no more time, man. What's going on? I'm here every day now. So now in his head he knows I can pop up anytime, anywhere, any place. Not any place at my house. So that was one of the downsides. 2017, you take the wins with the losses. And I guess another downside of 2017 for me is that it took me longer to get started on, like, I should have just did the mentorship thing with my mentor early in the year, honestly. And I could have been in a better position this year, but it's all good. I don't even really have anything else really negative that's popping into my head right now. If I think of something, I might do another video. But I'll tell you guys about my goals. My goals for 2018. I don't want to dwell on the negative, so that was just the most recent negative thing that happened. So I'll just say that's the most negative thing for 2017. And yeah. Oh, one thing 2017 just popped in my head. My credit score went down a good little chunk, Basically, I had a Sears card when I used to work at Sears back 2010, 2009. I had a Sears card all this time, and I never used it. Am I dumb behind? Never used it, and they canceled the card because of inactivity. I actually called the day and was like, "Hey, can you guys turn the card back on?" And they were like, "No, you gotta apply again." I was like, "I don't even want to apply again. That's gonna make my credit younger." So basically, my credit limit went down, so that's bad. And on top of that, so my credit usage went up, and my age of my credit went up. I was like close to, on Credit Karma, is like the middle one, the yellow one is like 5 to 7 years, 5 to 8 years. My credit score went from that bracket to the red bracket, so my credit score dropped like 40 points from that. I'm still in the sevens, but it's like, god damn, it dropped like 42 points. Like, that's probably the worst thing of 2017 right there, that my credit score dropped so much just off the age of your credit. So if you have any of those old credit cards, anybody, that's the worst thing of 2017, because that's something I can't really bounce back from that. I could start getting on my contractors' backs more, but I can't really. I don't know what I could do. I don't know. I'm gonna try and keep calling them, see if I can talk to a manager, see if they can reopen it. And Sears, you need to get at me. That's why nobody's going to Sears anymore, because y'all do stuff like this, man. If my credit card was gonna be, deactivated, you should have let me know. I would have used it and spent some money at your store, but y'all did this and just messed up my credit score a little bit. I was riding high, but I'll let you guys know some more.